as our technology advances faster than our emotional as our technology advances faster than our emotional maturity, for the human race, I'm speaking, and as we begin to fall into the traps of egotism and power and control over other people instead of power and control over our own selves, uh, we begin to nourish tyrannical governments. Now, this information is from my Kundalini. For Kundalini to flourish in an individual, we need to have freedom. We need to have the freedom of our food, to be able to grow our own food, to be able to have our own water sources. We need to be able to have freedom from tyranny. It's already an egotistical tyranny within each and every one of us. We're already, uh, trying to figure out ways to come into liberation. These days, with the government imposing, controls over what we can do, what we can't do, what we can eat, what we can't eat, things of that nature, it becomes extremely important for us to begin to make changes in our lives that allow us the complete freedom of what we need to do, what we want to do. So I'm talking about, everything from growing your own food to homeschooling your own kids to limiting the level of internet infatuation that your children may have, uh, to choosing how you want to live your life and how you want to raise your kids, and what choices you want to partake of. It's very, very, very important that we begin to look at this, because slowly but surely your freedoms are being taken away from you. They are being removed under the blanket of climate change or uh, uh, a health emergency or some other type of a fabricated reasoning for us to lose the freedom from tyranny that we currently sort of kind of have with us. If you look online, tyranny means a cruel, unreasonable, or arbitrary use of power or control. Uh, Cruel and oppressive government or rule. People who survive war and escape tyranny. Well, this is what I'm suggesting that you do, is that you begin to take yourself out of the jaws of tyranny. The government in the United States is no longer supportive of your freedom. Okay, it's not. I mean, it's far more supportive of continuing to narrow down your liberties, narrow down your options, narrow down your opportunities. And at this point of time, the technology exists to read your thoughts, to influence your dreams, to track you wherever you go. And I'm talking about 2010 technology. So it's very important for you to understand the necessity for forming a Kundalini community, not based on some person, not based on a corporeal person, but based on your Kundalini. Let your Kundalini guide you and what she wants you to do. Let your Kundalini help you find a place. Set down that brick and mortar building if this is what you want to do. Start to grow your own food. Start to put in a well, even if it's the old-fashioned kind of well. Back when we weren't totally relying on electricity for everything. You'd wind the bucket down into the well, and then you'd pull up your water. It's very, very, very important for you to be self-reliant at this time. These 15-minute cities, they're just prison cities. and they will determine whether you can travel or not travel. They will determine how much you eat and what you eat. They will determine how much water you can have. And as many of us already know, Kundalini requires us to have copious amounts of water every day, not just for bathing, but we need to drink at least 2 to 3 liters of water daily, in various ways. That will allow our kidneys and our adrenals and the other body organs that require this type of treatment because Kundalini is coming through. This is a clarion call for you to begin to make some moves in your life. Begin to accept personal responsibility for your health, for your food, for how you raise your kids, for how you treat yourself within Kundalini. It's extremely important for you to be aware of this and to make definitive movements now. Stop depending on AI to write your reports. Stop depending on AI for anything. Use NI, natural intelligence. Use KI, Kundalini intelligence. These are far better sources of freedom and intellectual prowess than you're going to get in an AI. An AI is as perverse as the people that develop it. Kundalini comes to you straight from within, the kingdom of heaven within. This is where you need to bring your attention. This is where you need to learn how to discern. This is what you need to do in order to achieve freedom from tyranny. Thanks for watching.